The world had ended once, though few remembered it. The sky above the valley shimmered with unnatural colors, a fractured spectrum that seemed to pulse with time itself. Dr. Elias Marrow, a physicist driven by obsession, had built the temporal nexus to peer beyond the boundaries of human history. No one had warned him what he might find, or what might find him. As he activated the nexus, the air thickened with the hum of latent energy. Shadows twisted unnaturally, and the mountains around him seemed to breathe, folding in and out of reality. One step beyond the portal, Elias found himself in the Forgotten Realms, a place where centuries collided in a single moment. Cities of impossible architecture hung, suspended in a liminal space. Colossal statues of unknown deities loomed over streets empty of life, yet brimming with whispers. Time here was a liquid, flowing backward and forward simultaneously. Elias walked through streets where children aged in seconds while ancient kings conversed with future scholars. The ground pulsed beneath him, and the sky reflected memories of battles never fought, of empires that rose and fell in a blink. He realized the Nexus had not merely opened a window, it had fractured the continuum, inviting the forgotten past and the unseen future to merge. A voice called from the shadows, low and distorted. "You should not be here," it intoned, reverberating through the fabric of reality. Elias spun, but the figure was gone. Only the sensation of being watched remained. He pressed on, compelled by curiosity that teetered on madness. Among the ruins, he discovered the Archive of Echoes, an immense library floating above a river of starlight. Every book contained lives never lived, choices never made, wars never waged. Elias felt the weight of infinite possibilities pressing down on him. Each page he touched pulled him deeper into a labyrinth of time, and with every moment, the boundaries between himself and the Forgotten Realms blurred. Then came the rift storms, sudden surges of temporal energy that distorted everything they touched. Buildings twisted, streets stretched, and voices of the past screamed across the winds of the present. Elias was flung into visions of his own life, moments of failure, betrayal, and loss cascading into one another. Here, regret had form, and hope had a shadow. Yet, amid the chaos, Elias uncovered a truth. The Forgotten Realms were not merely a prison of time. They were alive, conscious, responding to the presence of intruders. The realm tested him, bending reality to reveal his deepest fears. Every step he took was mirrored by a shadowy version of himself, whispering doubts and luring him toward the edge of nothingness. He ventured into the Hall of Lost Horizons, where the walls were mirrors of possibilities. In one reflection, he saw a world without the Nexus, where humanity thrived free of temporal fractures. In another, civilizations collapsed under the weight of their own ambition. A single misstep, a wrong choice, and he could become one with the shadows, lost to the realms forever. Hours, or perhaps centuries, passed as Elias navigated the labyrinthine city, the air electric with tension. Finally, he reached the core of time, a swirling vortex of light and shadow, where every moment converged. With trembling hands, he adjusted the controls of his device, attempting to stabilize the Nexus to carve a path back to his own timeline. Reality quaked violently. The voices of the Forgotten Realms rose in a chorus of despair and warning. The vortex responded, stretching, pulling, threatening to consume everything. In that instant, Elias understood, time was not linear. The realm was not evil, it was inevitable. Only by accepting the chaos could he hope to survive. He let go. Control slipped from his grasp, and for a heartbeat, he became part of the temporal flux. Memories, visions, centuries of existence flowed through him. He saw the birth and death of stars, the rise of empires, the quiet moments of ordinary lives. Pain, joy, love, loss, they all converged in a single, overwhelming flood.